Taurus, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace, and Taurus is going to be your May monthly in-depth reading. We're going to change it up a little bit, so just see whether you guys like it. Let me know. So Taurus, before we start, anything can be found in the link in my description box. Okay, the link in the description box, yes. Right, my website, my services, my audio bundles. Do check it out, and do follow me on TikTok for our weekly readings. Monthly readings will happen here. TikTok is where the weekly readings happen. Okay, so Taurus, take a deep breath in. And let's get started. All right, so Taurus, let's see what's happening to your monthly reading in the month of May. What is coming? What is the overall energy for the month of May? What is the overall energy? What is the theme for the month of May? Oh, we have the card of discovery. Taurus, are we getting out of our comfort zone? Are we trying something? Okay. We also have the card of ordeal at the bottom of the deck. So going through a bit of challenges. Okay, going through a bit of challenges, going through a challenge or finishing a challenge, overcoming a challenge. Let's see. What is this discovery about? What is this discovery about? What are you discovering, Taurus, in the month of May? What are you discovering in the month of May? Taurus, this could be a relationship situation, okay? We also have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't take it out that's now because it just didn't feel right to take it out because I felt like you guys are going through a bit of a up and down movement in your life. There will be of inconsistency in the previous part of your life, and now things seems to be a little bit more stable, and it seems that you're able to experience new things, or you are getting out of this inconsistency energy here, or I won't say stagnation, but a bit of like going through a lot of ups and downs. And now you're getting to a point where you're more stable, you're easier, it's better now. Give me a bit of a moment just to see what this is. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Two of Cups. Taurus, this is an internal shift, okay? An internal shift is happening within you at this time in the month of May. And it feels like Taurus, some of you guys are very resistant to the idea that you guys are deserving of love. Understand that Uranus have actually left Taurus already, left in the house of Taurus, and is moving to Gemini. So it does feel like you are shifting, moments of having to shed skin and let go of things that no longer serve purpose in your life. Everything, the dust has settled now, and now Uranus is going out. You're able to calm your energy down and refocus on what is needed to focus on at this time. But what I'm seeing here is that there's an energy here of just having a lot of self-doubt and insecurity around the energy of just you deserving of love and you worthy of love, you worthy of being in a relationship. There's an energy here of someone coming into your life. Now, it may not be a particular romantic person. It could be just someone that's new or someone that you have built a relationship or a connection with, but they're coming back into your life here just to really remind you how precious and valuable you are to them, how appreciated, how loved you are to them at this time. When I see the card of discovery, it may not be you discovering something, but rediscovering your energy, rediscovering how much value you have, how lovable you are, right? What kind of person you are at this time. Okay, now it's better like this. Okay, so rediscovering who you are as a person. Let's see. What is this Two of Wands, please? What is this Two of Wands? Yeah, so there is definitely someone coming back from the past. Page of Cups with the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay, so someone coming back around, you're not really very sure whether to let them in or not. You're not really very sure whether to allow them to come into your life because of certain things that happened in the past. Let's dig deeper, Taurus. What is the Five of Swords? What is that Five of Swords? Yeah, you got the upper hand the last time. when things happen with whatever past you shared with this person, right? You manage to get out of the situation with your head held high, with your honor, your dignity intact, and really leave them at the dust, in the dust. Okay. You were very, very truthful to yourself. There was still a lot of integrity and truthfulness towards how you feel. You paid your dues, you went through your own healing process, you did what you have to do. But I also get a sense here where you begin to find out how much more attractive you could be, how much more amazing you are without this person's presence. However, they're coming back again. They're coming back again. And it could also be a reminder. I don't know why I'm getting very, very jumbled mixed signals now. Like one part of it is like a reminder of how valuable and how lovable you are and how much you deserve love. Another part about it's also a reminder about like, do you want to go back to that again? Do you want to go back to to that kind of state where this person make you feel a different manner, a different kind of emotions? Do you want to go back to this? You have done what you can for yourself. You have healed. You have put in the hours, the work to get to a better state. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles, please. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. So this person, as much as you have actually left their life, Taurus, because of how you left their life, you made such a huge impact and you really got them to think about their actions and how they show up and what kind of emotions that they bring to the table and what kind of partner they were in a relationship or a friendship, take it how it resonates. They actually have always been keeping tabs on you. They've always been sort of like following you on social media. They've always been giving updates, like try to figure out as much as they can on their own ability to see what you're doing right now, where you are, who is in your social circle right now. Are you dating? Are you still single? Like they tried really hard to keep up with you in that sense, but to know what you're doing. Okay, we have the Page of Swords energy here, which is a very big stalkerish kind of energy here where they really want to keep tabs on you as much as you're working on yourself and you're doing well, you're performing well, you are in a good space. And the more you become secure, the more you shine, the more you thrive, the more you are in a good space, the more you are like in this zone, like comfortable in your own skin and really happy, the more they get very disappointed in themselves because it felt like you were the one that got away or you were thriving so much better without them. That they are dispensable, right? In that manner. Let's look at the Two of Cups, please. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Yeah, so Taurus, as much as this person wants to come back to you and they want to come back to form a connection with you, it doesn't make sense to have this person back in your life again. I don't feel that you will allow them back. Maybe this like after 2 to 3 years of separation, you could be very civil and say, "Oh, hi, how are you? I hope you are doing well." If they ever reach out, I feel like Taurus, you will still be a little bit more civil and polite. Doesn't mean that you are kind, doesn't mean that you're gonna let them back into your life, but you still just say, "Hey, hi, okay, now nice to meet you, hope you're doing well," that kind of thing. But I don't see you allowing someone else to come into your life. I don't see you allowing them to come back into your life. Now, Taurus, on the other hand, I feel like after 2, 3 years or even like a couple of like months of healing or really investing in yourself and getting yourself back on track, now it's time for you to allow someone new to come into your life. Now we see the Chariot, the Justice, and the Queen of Pentacles here. I do see that there is someone that is very much in your energy field or someone that's about to be in your energy field that's very much in alignment with what you want. If you want to manifest for XYZ person, they do have the attributes and characteristics that you really want as a partner that comes in the month of May. Now they're going to come in pretty fast and pretty sure about themselves. When you meet this person and when you have a conversation with them, it might feel like they are a bit more, I won't say cocky, but a bit arrogant, like they know what they want. They shut things down a bit more fast. Okay, it may that could be a red flag for you, I'm not sure, but they tend to just say, "Oh no, I don't want this, I want this, I like this, I don't like this," and they're very quick to tell you how they feel because they know themselves well enough and they're very certain. Again, like what I've mentioned in my TikTok channel, I've always said, like Michelle Obama always mentioned, she said that certainty in a man is a very sexy trait, and I do agree. There's not just in a man, like in any man, woman, okay, LGBTQ, everything. Like the moment that you are certain about something, it's really nice to know, right? Because there's just no underlining information. It's just this, right? It's good to know where you stand. So I do see that having this conversation with this person make you feel like very, very calm. Okay. It feels like you can work with this person very well. Like you guys can collaborate in life, when it comes into building a future together, when it comes into investing energy and time in each other's life, to make space, to be there. Like commitment is there. I would say like this person is very ready to commit. Now they also understand, like when you tell them that, oh, I've ended a relationship or ended XYZ, experienced this, they're not going to dismiss you. They're going to understand what they are dealing with, and they're going to treat you very, very, not in a fragile way, but very, like, I won't say systematic. How do I say this? They're gonna treat you in a way that, okay, everybody has our own past. We all have our own problems. Are you okay if I do this? Are you okay if I do that? They will check in with you a little bit just to figure out how you are feeling. As much as you think you are healed, sometimes unknowingly there will be moments where you will feel triggered by something because you are applying yourself out now into the real world as much as you are healing on your own last time, and they will also check in with you. Now, I like how this is. I don't feel that this connection is like a love bombing kind of situation where constantly, he's like, oh, I miss you, I want to see you now, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not that. It is very, very healthy as it moves in a very organic piece. And you feel drawn to this person, like you feel connected to this person because they give you your own space. They give you time to figure out what this connection is. They understand that you need time to figure this shit out too, that you are also new back into the dating world, back into the situation, and you have your own fears, you have your own like cautious energy. You're so worried about certain things also. So they are very, it's easy to manage. That's why I say it's easy to understand. And then throughout the entire time that you have a conversation, interaction with them, that could be months, okay? Because again, it's a very slow burn. That could be months, okay, of dating, going out, spending time together, interaction, learning more about each other, figuring out how each other show up in life. And throughout the entire, I would at least say 4 months of the time that you spend with this person, no drama, no miscommunication. Even if there is a miscom, it's settled very, very easily. It's communicated very well. Like, there is no major anxious worry or fear that you feel with this person with the next 4 months, for example, if you date the person for the next 4 months, okay? And it you feel very easily, like it's this effortless energy of being very comfortable with this person. Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups. You feel very easily comforted by this person. I can tell you things that maybe it took me 3-4 months to tell my best friend, but when it comes into you, I just feel so easy that just things just flows out, right? Conversation just goes. Things that I kept in myself, it comes out to you very easily because I feel very supported. I feel very seen. At the same time, you can be very vulnerable with this person. You can be like a child with this person and, have fun, be goofy, not have all your shit together at the same time, and it's okay. This person holds space for you pretty well. And I would say vice versa. You guys hold space for each other pretty well at the same time. Magician and the Hierophant is where, as you spend more time with this person, you begin to see more potential of actually having a really good future together, right? Building towards a common goal, having the same moral values and mindset when it comes into raising a family, when it comes into expectations of a relationship here. Really having all of these things here, which is great because that's what you want, right? You guys are walking towards a common goal. It's not just about money and stuff like that, but just in life in general, what you guys want. What is your dream, your ambition, your desire? And it feels like you guys are pretty much in sync or quite similar in what you want and is able to work your way towards it. All right, so Taurus, this is what we have when it comes into your relationship. Now let's look at your career. Okay, let's look at your career situation. Taurus, what is happening to your career? What is happening to your career? What is happening for Taurus career, please? Taurus, the first card out is the Ten of Pentacles. Taurus, you guys are always surrounded by wealth. Okay, it's just a matter of whether you can keep this wealth, you can ground onto this wealth, you can attract this wealth, but there's so much wealth always around you guys. All of my earth signs, I always say my earth signs are one of my like my money makers. That's why I always, to me personally, in my own experience, okay, just in my own experience, you guys are just the one that can generate so much money and can really anchor down or have so much experience that leads to you generating a lot of money. Okay, we have this. Okay, now we also have the 10 of Wands. So you guys are also workaholics. You guys work very hard. You guys invest a lot of energy and time. Yes, sometimes you can be very that you can procrastinate and work on your own terms, but you guys work very hard for the things that you want. And we have the Two of Swords. Let's see. What is this 10 of Pentacles, please? Okay, we have the Devil art coming up here. Could be dealing with the Capricorn energy, or could also be feeling the stress and weight of your own expectations. Let me get to that. I'm hearing things already. I'm hearing things. Yeah, okay. Taurus, you need to let go of control. Okay, you need to let go of control. You need to trust. Okay, discovery is Okay, discovery is where you are just going into something with no game plan. You don't expect anything. You have open heart, open mind. Just go in to see what you're going to experience, right? When it comes into your career, there's an energy where you need to bring this discovery energy into your career instead of trying to control every single element and how things are going to pan out. You are allowing things just organically flow, and okay, come what may. But as long as I know in the general direction we are going in the correct general direction, we're good. You know, like we don't have to be so into the details of like how long is the journey gonna be, what transport we're gonna take, what are we going to wear. Like, no, as long as the general direction, I can walk, crawl, swim, drive, take a plane, take a bus, whatever it is, and we'll get there. You know, so Spirit is just saying that there could be an energy of just trying to expect a lot from yourself, and you guys definitely require yourself a lot. Like you want yourself to do a lot in life. You expect yourself to live up to a certain expectation in your mind, and this can be very daunting for you guys because it's not allowing you to operate in the state of like flow. Okay, you okay. One thing that I'm also hearing is that Taurus, you are too attached to the outcome. Okay, Ten of Pentacles and the Devil card here. You guys are too attached to the outcome, which is not going to be very good for you because it's not like the more you are attached to the outcome, that's not really the way you want to manifest because you want to operate and perform with the least possible of stress, with the most amount of returns. Okay, and being attached to the my God, I can't speak. Being attached to the outcome itself is going to drain you because you're going to overthink every single decision you are doing. And Spirit doesn't want you to go there. Spirit wants you to put down the baggage here, put down the responsibility, put down all of these things. Now, again, out of this 10 wands that you are carrying, Taurus, not all is yours to carry, okay? Maybe 5, maybe 4, maybe 2, okay? But not all 10. And Spirit is just saying, put it down. Whatever you have to carry, still do it. Don't procrastinate. That's your responsibility. But then sometimes you're carrying a bit too much. It's not yours. So put it down so you can walk easily, so you can move easily, so things can flow a bit more easily because you're not carrying dead weight. Okay. Now, when the moment you can decide what you want to let go and what you want to simplify when it comes into your career. Now, I'm saying, but this is your career. You could be a business owner, you could be unemployed, you could be doing freelance, you could be doing 9 to 5 in a corporate role. Take it how it resonates to your situation. Okay. It may not be a situation per se, but it could be just a mindset. All right. So take it how it resonates with you guys. Now, Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The moment you begin to understand what you want to put down and what you want to let go, that's where things begin to move fast for you. Okay, things begin to move really, really, really fast for you at this time, and you will enjoy it. Ouch. And you will enjoy it. Like you will find that hey, it's easier to do something. I have lesser worries, inhibition about something here. Things go well. I'm curious. Look at that discovery. I'm curious to find out more. I'm curious to know more about something else. I allow myself to go. I allow myself to explore. I allow myself to discover new ways to get to where I want to go. Look at that. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, what did I say? Okay. I am loving this reading because synchronicity is all over the place with double confirmation. It makes sense. It's accurate. Woo! Okay. So it's just telling you, right? The moment you allow things to come in like organically, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just allowing change to come in, come what may, and you adapt accordingly towards it. You're not getting swept off by it, but you're just like, okay, whatever change happens, okay, I'm just stay still first and I watch that change happen and then I figure out what I need to do. Okay, if you can keep in that mindset and just move. Like whatever that I can let go, let go. If it doesn't work, doesn't work. I don't complain. I'm trying to fix it. Six of Swords is about finding resolution to a situation, not trying to fix a situation, but like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, let's just find ways to go through it. Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity, the success, the money, the promotion, blah, 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 whatever that you have in your mind when it comes to your career, that is waiting for you at the end with least amount of resistance. And you shouldn't be going into with this with a lot of stress. Okay? No. All right. So let's see. Any advice? All right. Any advice do we have for Taurus when it comes into career situation? Career situation. Okay, I like how my guides are always very cryptic. My guides don't never once give me a straight fucking answer. That's what I always just okay. But anyway, they are just saying learn to walk through the darkness, please. Doesn't mean you don't know. Okay, my famous quote that I always say. If you guys follow me for a period of time, you guys will know. Every single time I see the moon card here, I will always say this. Doesn't mean you can't see where you're going. It means that you're on the wrong path. Sometimes you can't see because spirit wants you to take a leap of faith and trust in this is a task. This is a test of blind faith right now, right? How much do you believe? How much do you think you deserve? How much do you think you are worth, right? And how much of it that you want to give when it comes into your dream, your goals, your ambition. It doesn't mean you have clarity. You know what you want, but sometimes the path is not what you think it would be. Okay, you imagine a path to be a very straight line, but it's not. It's going to be curvy, it's going to be ups and downs, you're going to go underground, over mountains, stuff like that, under the sea, whatever it is. And you just have to go. Trust that, okay, no matter what that winding road brings me, ultimately, I'm going to get to where I want. And you have the sun card here, guys, the happiest card of the deck. Clarity, success, faith, happiness, and okay, yes, it's not constant happiness, but it's a good thing. There's clarity, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. Can you see this? So it's just saying that keep your wits about you, be very clear about what you want, don't care about whatever path that you have to take. If you have to go there, go through a fucking jungle, you can't see where you're going at the end, it's fine. Trust that you are being led to the right direction, and you will be. Stop trying to control the situation, stop trying to control it and expect. Okay, you can't see everything, and that fear of not seeing everything is actually holding you back from taking that leap of faith. Do you understand? So having to let that go is going to make your life, I know it's very counterintuitive, I know it doesn't make sense, okay, to have more control is to not control, I know, but this is your message. Okay, so Taurus, any last words? I have it. So it was fast. It's the card of awakening. It's time to pull the blindfold off, guys. Or maybe it's time to walk with the blindfold on and just walk regardless. That is your advice, Taurus. That's your advice. Check how it resonates with you guys. Okay, the number 32 and the number 14 the number 32 and the number 44 could be significant at this time. All right. So Taurus, take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.